Kitty. Whoa. Okay. I know you want to face me on this and talk to me. But you have to realize you're cute. Okay. You want to go ahead and cut there? You have to stop scratching people. You have to keep your ears. Oh, okay. There. Well, it takes a lot of work with a cat. He's pretty good though. Earlier I did the practice monologue, and once I break out the camera. You okay, kitty? It's okay. I know you can only take so much. That's good, kitty. Here we go. Anyway, I was gonna do a little monologue with Kitty, talk about how he does not need to go after bare legs, scratching bare legs. One thing for sure. And he also scratched my pinky right here. It's gotten better, but it was sore for like 3 or 4 days. He just took his little claw on, like, really just kind of. It wasn't like whack. It was just like. Okay, I have a joke. Here's the joke. Okay. I probably can do it like this. So. Guy at a bar, he says, "Pour me another drink." And the cat bartender goes, "100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 146 miles on the odometer. Let me try something. Just a second. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Here we go. All right. It's Saturday, June 29th of 2024. And I'm a little... It's weird because I kind of contradict myself because I've been to a few Christian Science meetings where they just don't believe in sickness at all. It's the craziest thing. If you ever get a chance, go and check them out. I kind of side with them a little bit. I feel like sickness is something that you kind of have to buy into a little bit. You don't have to, but I there's been Moliere wrote about it. Moliere wrote about it in The Imaginary Invalid. Character lived his entire life thinking he was sick, but nevertheless Moliere died doing The Imaginary Invalid backstage as an actor. He's also a playwright, but what's his name, James Hetfield from Metallica. His parents were Christian Science, according to Wikipedia. Anyway, I feel I'm a little under the weather is all I say. Because ultimately, as a Christian, you believe that you can overcome anything with the help of Christ. Here's the butterfly. You can overcome anything with the help of Jesus Christ. So there's some truth to it, okay? You just put your life in His hands, and He is the great healer. Although I do have some holes. Plus they're sugary, kind of, and they're almost kind of like a candy. But you're not supposed to eat them that way. That's what my second wife told me. You just have them whenever you need them. And then I've got some of this stuff, which is like tea. Basically tea in a thermal mug. I was listening earlier to the Coffee House on Sirius Radio. Kind of a fan of it, although I like to select my own music. Anyway, I head off to delivery. Yeah, we're working on the play. We'll be working on the play tonight. All All right, so we're at 5:38, 6 minutes. Be there in 1.4 miles. Let's see what today's info is. There we go. That's from yesterday. Okay. All right, whatever that does. I'm assuming that this is called the Stratton because Shakespeare in the Park is right down the road. She stopped doing in 2017. Like Stratton-on-Avon. Yeah. I don't know why that Shakespeare in the Park is not going on right now. I am flabbergasted. All right, so I just found out information. So the career room, there's like a, I don't know, I guess it's a conference room, and they've got like 4 or 5 pizzas. Ooh, Audi. That's supposedly the car to get. Yeah, the lady snuck me in. So they have like some kind of weird library in the middle of this. All right, next one is 55, 5, 8, and 5.1 miles. Silverado's left me a little bit of space, but not quite enough. But I might can flash him. Let's see if he'll kind of go forward a little bit. He may not. And that's a bummer. I have another plan. Oh yeah, there they go. So he went to some left-hand turn. Yeah. No one's necessarily behind me. He goes, yeah. Tom Thumb parking lot. Good idea. And he's gonna jump ahead. It's like a game of Frogger, but with cars. Yeah, the railroad gets real sticky around here at this time of the day. But there's a back way. And then he just I can still spin around and go through here by Tom Thumb. I hope that guy wasn't waiting for me to go this way and then he turned around and went the other way. There's no left-hand turn there anyway, though. I don't know the mind of that guy. Why should I? That's how like road rage comes about, because people assume that person's like cutting them off on purpose when you don't really even know. Then they, it envelopes, if that's even a word. I guess I meant, well, envelopes is a word, but I guess what I really mean is that it dominoes. Yeah, dominoes, like a snowball effect. I try to avoid it now. LA is really bad. I lived in Los Angeles. Well, I lived in Long Beach, California, but I only experienced a little bit of road rage. I was in my 20s, 27, because I got stuck in the car for too long. And then when I lived in Irving, it's just people out there, Irving, Texas. It's a multicultural facet, types of people from all different cultures, and they may have a certain opinion on how they want to drive, and then you have your opinion, and it just kind of clashes. All right, you can see the mess down there. Do the good old-fashioned railroad, probably an Uncle Pete. And then we'll be passing the West 7th Bridge right up here, where Robert Vasquez and I did a scene from The Way of Man. We even used a boom mic. Yes, it's where all the love locks are on the West 7th Bridge right here. Those love locks were not there when we shot, but there were tons of spiders there and spider webs. I have a little bit of arachnophobia. We filmed some of the spiders for just a minute. We even had a camera operator. So he was in the Dallas Art Institute at the time. He likes Valenzuela. I can't think of his name. No, I can't think of the filmmaker's name. Sorry, but he's it's the filmmaker that did Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal. He likes that filmmaker. Anyway, he was kind of the guy that introduced me to DaVinci Resolve, which is an editing software. He was like maybe 19. I picked him up on a Lyft ride. I was like, hey, you know, I'm making this movie. Looking for people to join, because he looked film and media. It was weird that I spotted him, and I was like, you wouldn't happen to know anything about movies and films and stuff? He's like, yeah, I'm actually studying at Dallas Art Institute. I said, well, hey man, I can pick you up. We're filming in Fort Worth. We're gonna do like 2 or 3 shoots, and I want to say I might have paid him. I think I tried to pay him something, but he got a free ride to get to go to Fort Worth. He lived way out across this lake that I always called White Rock Lake, but it's actually Lake Ray Hubbard. So I actually don't even, we even did some filming there, but I've called it White Rock Lake, but it's actually a different name. It's Ray Lake Hubbard. But that's just because I don't always know where I'm at. But yeah, he helped out, and I was like, well, I'm wanting to know about editing, because I'm going to use some software for editing. Do you have any, ideas? He's like, try DaVinci Resolve. And it turned out it was a really advanced editing software. So I started off hard, and I didn't even start with iMovie. When I found iMovie, I was like, well, this will work great. You just tap the button and you sit there and it's like a video game going. I'm like, this is great. Because I don't need, like, when I was starting off, I just wanted to tell the story, and I wanted it to like easily fit together, and I didn't need to mess with sound. But he helped. So like I would send him ideas, and then he would find music, stock music, and send back edited stuff that he would work on with color code. Look at this right here. Art and war in the Renaissance. That's what they're doing right now. Look at the Kindle. All right, and if you're in theater or in movies or filmmaking, or maybe even vlogs, you can get yourself costumes, makeup, lighting, magic. It's open all year. And my friend Robert Bosquez, I was talking about, he actually worked there for a little while. Magic, etc. He's also a resident playwright for Fort Worth. I've worked in several plays with him, but you can get costumes, magic supplies, DJ supplies, everything you need to freaking make a movie, or to do a play, or just to go to Halloween. I should really go in there. I need to schedule that with Linda. We should do a vlog where we go in and just look at costumes and stuff. It's a lot. Like, it's aisles and aisles of costumes and makeup and special effects stuff. Just all kinds of cool stuff, All right. Get back on the highway. I love this kind of stuff. This is actually kind of a cool apartment. Done several drops here, even before I did restaurant delivery, when I was doing Favor, all kinds of stuff. It's called the Berkman Plaza. I thought about using this as a setting for a cat named Crook if we ever get to do it, because it's always quiet, and we could use externals here, and you never know what stuff looks like on the inside. So we just do the exterior, showing someone going up a staircase or something. All right. It's got a little back lot too. It's pretty cool. There's something about it. This is probably my #1 choice for it. So I'll have to see. I do like it though. It's got this really steep thing right here. Look at these crows. So, in one way or another, my projects are always experimental because I'm trying to find new ways of expression and stuff, but Cat Named Crook might just be scenarios. I do have dialogue, though. I do have noted dialogue, so they're like in notes and there's some dialogue moments. The reason why is because writing is a sensitive thing. So something can happen to you and it can change your whole style of writing or the way that you want to present something. But if I have just scenarios for Cat Named Crook and I get some note cards and write it out, it might be the way to go. My friend Drake did that with a movie called Like Crazy. Look at these flags right here. The reason I like that idea, I think it's a really good way to film. I think Robert Altman may have done something similar. But anyway, the reason I like that idea is because it's things that I have grounded in that I want to do, and I have the dialogue, then I can go ahead and do that. And then things that I'm wondering about where the story can go, I can put those in there and try it quicker on just improv. And plus actors, they're great writers too. And if they know their character and where they're coming from, then we can start to kind of put something together that's kind of real. Which, you know, the imitation of life is such a magical thing when you see it happen, especially on stage, on the theater. But in film, it's also great too. Instead of having a concrete Bible of screenplay saying this is it, there's no way out of it, I like the idea that Cat Named Crook is kind of loose in the fact that, okay, well, we can do an improv scene where the character does this, and then I could get also ideas from the actors too. So I like that idea. Kubrick, when he was doing Full Metal Jacket, he would always ask the actors, like ask Matthew Modine and all those people, he'd ask them, like, how do you think the movie should end? And he would take note of what the actors would say, because he never had an ending for it. And then same thing with Francis Ford Coppola for the Indian Apocalypse Now. You know, they kind of wrote it, and he just talked about ideas. They're from California. They're all the way. 627.3, 1.5. 628, 4, 1.5. Seven 16 4 1.6. All right, 7:57, 11, 5.